Right, hello. Just gonna try and make this a quickie. 'Cause this is about the fifth or sixth time I've tried to make my second video, and it's each time for reasons that I can't go into too long ago. They've all failed. Um, Nothing really to do with the program, more to do with me not knowing how to use the program, or just misfortune. Um, Putting the wrong files in the wrong place, the memory stick being full when I didn't realise it, um, accidentally turning my computer off after I was about to save my last video. This is just a catalogue of misfortune. So it's taken me a bit of time to make the second one. Hopefully this one will succeed where the others failed. Right, okay, let's move on. I made a one of these videos just a short time ago. Took me 20 minutes to record it. Imagine 20 minutes of talking and sharing over ideas, and then my computer switched down accidentally. I accidentally pulled out a lead and poof, lost everything. So here I am again. You can imagine how annoyed I was. Just takes me a lot of effort to make these. I mean, it probably, just talking to a camera may be easy for some people. For me, it's hard work. Talking, not mumbling. I've got a habit of mumbling. I'm aware of that, and I can hear myself mumbling, and sometimes I think, oh, that sounds bad. It really does. So, I'm very self-conscious, I've got anxiety, and here I am talking on here and trying to entertain people and get ideas across in a good way. So I thought I'd start off with something that's just recently happened. It's only happened in the last hour or so. I've been in contact with another group. They've been invited to come along to one of our meetings and make a presentation. There'll be, once I've got all the information together, I'll post all the information on our site, and hopefully then we can invite people along, and hopefully everyone will turn up and we'll have a good time talking about what this other group does, and then find out we can tell them a bit about what we trying to do and move forward, because that's part of what I'm trying to achieve with these videos. Part of what I'm trying to do is get everybody to share ideas. All the groups are on the internet, especially in Gloucestershire, but not just Gloucestershire. I want in time to unite more and more groups, wider and wider area. I'm making handbook bits of that. Doesn't like making handbook boots. It doesn't like this panda doesn't have hands. I'm sure there's a way of making that work, but I haven't discovered it yet. But never mind, we'll just persevere. Anyway, I've invited this group along, and once we've made all the arrangements, we'll then announce it, hopefully, and we'll hold a meeting on one of our normal second Tuesday meetings at Michelin Library, and we'll invite we'll put some stuff up around the library, I imagine, and around the Michelin area, and maybe further afield, and people can attend our meeting and hear what the other group we've invited has to say. Now, this is the first one we've done, or at least I've arranged. I know we've done it in the past, but this is the first one that I've sort of taken it upon myself. I hope it's okay with everybody to do. And then hopefully in the future, if this one goes well, we'll do it again and again and again with more and more groups, inviting them to our group, and hopefully they'll invite us back, and people can send their group and find out what they do, what their agenda is, and how they're planning to move forward with their plans, and we can then hopefully share their plans, so we can help them achieve what they're trying to do at the same time pushing our group forward and achieving what we want to do. And if we help each other along, that's our ideas. We're both our groups already what we've spoken about so far seems to be what we're talking the same language, and we'll move along. Hopefully, hoping back in, helping each other to move forward and getting more attention, more members for both groups, and moving things along so people are getting more help, because that's like the most important thing. Most important thing, people that need help get it. I think no one can disagree with that, and that's what our group is, I hope, about. It's about helping people. That's our sort of agenda. Let's help as many people as we can the best way we can, and the more people we can help, I can only think that's a good thing. The more people we can help, and then that the word will get about, hopefully, that we're doing a good job, and that will attract more members, and more membership, greater power. With more members, the more people we have, the more power we have, and the more groups we get united, if you like. I think that's a word. I keep making hand gestures, you can't see them. Then the more power there is in people getting help for people who need it. In the case of autism, have people's there's people on the spectrum. That's our sort of agenda, and other groups have got their own agenda. But I'm hoping to bring in other groups, not necessarily directly connected to autism. Obviously, groups that are connected to autism, they are sort of the most desired for us. But we also want to attract any group that can help. If we can I suppose I can't sort of think straight away what that might be, but we want, we can have a look at that. As we find groups, we think, well, can they help us? Can we help them? And then if we work together. One of the things that's just come up literally in the last few hours, I found out that a group that my son Jules goes to, they've postponed further meetings they're having because simply they haven't got the staff, which sounds to me like they need staff. Now that's something I'm going to look into. I've already spoken to one of the main people, and she says yes, they do need staff, and at the moment what's happening is 2 people are leaving and they haven't been able to replace them yet. So obviously if someone's got the right qualifications, there's probably a possibility of some sort of work. I don't know if it's it's with Crossroads, which is the sort of parent organisation, and they need help with staff, so it might be worth contacting Crossroads. But if you could look for some, I don't know if the work is paid or not, so I need to find that out. I think it is, but I'm not sure, so I can find out what sort of staff they need, and when I find out, I will maybe ask, put something up in the group, and if anyone's interested in they're based at Cinderford, so that's quite central for the forest, at least I think it is. Probably other people live further away, if I say that it's not central, but they might know. They're in Cinderford at Fox's Bridge. They'll have their meetings. That's where they do their thing. So it's just a shame that people that with mostly boys and children without autism are not now having a group because lack of staff. I don't think it's whether it's lack of funds, because I don't know, but I think it's just lack of staff. So hopefully, if I find out what staff they need and what qualifications that people need, and then we can promote that in a group, and if anyone's interested they can contact the person, and I'll just find out and we can sort that out. hopefully, just an idea. Just right, hopefully that's something we can do. Anyway, I'm just rambling a bit, just like because things go through my head. You know, that's why I work. My brain works. It's probably it's working. You know, so some thought pops into my head. 2 seconds later, some other thought pops into my head. I'm like having these thoughts, and I forget what I was talking about, and that's common. I mean, I'm sorry, that's my autism. That's how my autism affects me. Everybody's autism is different, and you see how my autism works a little bit while listening to me talk on here. This is not, not my comfort zone. It really isn't. I just like talking to a camera, looking at the camera. No, I'm not comfortable. I wasn't. That's why I'm using this program, and I'm a panda and not you're not looking at me directly. I just couldn't do that. I could not talk on a camera as myself. Now, I don't mind it being at meetings, face to face. I've not a problem with that, but yeah, talking into camera, I'm finding it awkward. I'm finding it difficult, and so sort of I tend to sort of ramble. Forget what I was talking about. I should script it. I've realised I probably should script everything, but I haven't got around to doing it. I'm just, at the moment, because it's a new program to me, I'm just trying to make sure I get everything to work properly. In fact, if I can finish this video and it works, that'll be enough. I've done a good job. I mean, I've done one. This is my second one. I'm hopefully going to post up, and I'm hoping it's going to be like improving what I'm doing, how I'm doing this recording, and how I'm making this video, and hopefully I'm keeping it interesting enough for people to watch to the end, listen to what I have to say, and then share their ideas, because that's what I really like. I'm trying to do with the group. What I'm doing with the Facebook group is trying to get people to share ideas, share information, share thoughts, even just anything really. So if you're out there looking for a friend, great, put it on the group, because there's plenty of people out there looking for friends. Now we all know meeting people, being sociable, and being is not our strong point. That's what people have got to understand. We're not getting a response, especially as a See, people probably want to, might be quite willing to make friends and just sort of, just want friends for just like someone hang around with, just to sort of like go out places with, like not necessarily for any other reason. But it doesn't matter. It's sort of very awkward meeting new people and going, right, should we go bowling? Do you want to go this, want to do that, or like go see a cinema, or it's just with someone who've only met for a few, or I may have spoken on the internet for a short time. This is like just ideas that pop into my head, as I said before, and it's very awkward. I'm trying to do this to make this as interesting as possible, and I'm just putting ideas out there. So I need some feedback. I need people to talk more and respond more. That's another thing. I see posts and I think they're interesting. I've liked them and I sometimes comment. But I'm noticing that there's people commenting on our posts of the same people over and over again. Now, it's great people are paying attention, but it's better if we get feedback, because when we get feedback, we know what content people are interested in, and then we can aim at the next content we put up will be more aimed at keeping people interested and what's relevant to them. If we don't get that feedback, we just got no idea. So we're just shooting out lots and lots of stuff at you, which is probably not relevant at all, but hopefully we think, something might stick, someone might make a comment, and then it's sort of like, there's loads of autism stuff out there to be posted up. I mean, I could probably post up 100 times more than I do now, but I don't know how much of that stuff I could post up is going to get a bit of an interest to anybody, you know. I want to find out. So if you could let us know what interests you, what things you'd like to see us do, what you'd like to see us comment on, what you'd like to see us post up, the sort of thing that makes you sort of, oh, we want to go back, I want to go into Gloucester's, Asperger's Gloucester Facebook page and see what they're doing today, because that's what we like to see. We like to see people log in every day, you know, just to see what we're doing, just to see what's going on. You know, that's what we're trying to sort of, you know, keep everybody informed, everybody interested, and everybody find something new they might be interested in, something they may have not thought about, some idea they hadn't crossed their mind. I mean, I find content all the time on sites. I could post that up, but I could just bombard the site, but then you just have 100, 200 posts that might not interest you. But then, if I know what people like, I know what sort of things that people are looking for, I can just choose the ones that are relevant to what people want. Right, this is coming up to, well, 17 minutes of me talking. It's probably longer than most most I ever talk without sort of interruption. So I'm going to just finish posting this up, and we'll hopefully get a response, and we can see what people think, and we can move forward and achieve something. That's what I like to see, achievement. If we can get something done, something tangible, something we can say, right, this group has achieved this. We've done this today. Every day I like that. Something to have changed, something to have improved someone's life in some way, just by something we've posted up on the group has got somebody thinking or changing their attitude to, autism, that's for the positive, because that's part of what we're trying to do, get positive feedback, positive views, positive image, I know I'm rambling, I can't help it. I've just got, sorry about that, I told you in my eye, that's why I stopped talking, because I put my hand in front of my face, and then it can't lip sync anymore. Anyway, I've just thought I'll end it now, and that's how it goes. Alright, thank you for listening. Bye for now. Speak to you soon again, hopefully.